Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Resonate, where today I want to explain to you why everything moves by resonance, why we don't choose anything. Instead, is our own vibration the one that choose everything. And I want to explain to you also the difference between destiny and free will, because when we are talking about that, we don't have that freedom to choose, that we do everything in an automatic pilot through our inner vibration, the vibration of our being. We can sometimes think that the free will doesn't exist, but anything farther from reality. Free will exists. We have the possibility to choose, and I'm going to explain you the way that we choose and how we can expand our free will, so we have more options to choose our reality. We don't choose anything. It's our inner vibration, it's our music. We all have an inner music within. We all have an inner symphony that is the symphony of our being. The being is composed by the body, the mind, and the soul. And that's the whole being. The whole being has a vibration. We can have a vibration in our body, we can have a vibration in our mind, and we can have a vibration of our spirit, our soul, or the psyche. But what happened? The three of them, they create a unique symphony. A unique symphony that is going to join us our whole life. And that inner symphony introduces us before we open our mouth. It's like when we enter a room, our energy, our inner vibration cannot hide where we are, cannot hide if we are, for example, having a bad day, or if we are excited and we are shining. People is going to notice that, and the ego cannot hide that. Even if the ego wants to hide that you are shining, or that you are sad and you are having a bad moment, well, the ego cannot hide anything that your inner vibrations say. So what happened with this inner vibration, with this music that we all have within, with this symphony? That's the one that chooses everything for us. This symphony is going to connect, this vibration is going to connect to a frequency. And we're going to pursue and attract everything that is in that frequency. It's going to choose one frequency between the infinite number of frequencies that exists in the universe of the cosmos. That means that free will doesn't exist? Well, free will exists. Free will exists as the opposite of destiny. We live in a universe that is dual. The universe of the cosmos, as is presented to us, is completely dual. So we experience everything through duality. There's a destiny that we all have, that is the destiny of our soul. And how we choose with our free will. What is really free will? Free will is the capacity to change that inner vibration. And how I change my inner vibration? In the way that I take things. For that, we need to discern the ego, discern the illusion of the ego that keep us trapped in darkness. That's the first step to start to control your inner world. There is many variables that are going to affect you to pursue your free will. Also, not everyone is programmed in the same way. The reality is something that I see every day in my astrology consultations, is that everybody is programmed in a different way. And that, of course, affects the take of our free will. It's not only that, it's also the ancestral patterns, the tendencies of our personality, the karma that we inherited from our ancestors, the dharma that we inherited from our ancestors, and also the forces of equilibrium. Everything is completely synchronized in a way that we can awake our free will or expand more our free will. And here is where destiny appears. As I say before, we have a destiny of the soul, a destiny of the soul that is going to mark our path to our purpose. So also destiny, the things that need to happen, the people that we need to meet, the situation that we need to have in our life by destiny, they are teaching us something. They are teaching us the way that we need to take our free will. It's like they are teaching us destiny is working as free will in the same way for the higher purpose, for a higher purpose, the higher purpose of the destiny of your soul. So there's people that needs to be by destiny in our lives, and there's other people that they're going to appear by free will when we start to activate our free will. That's why when we start to activate our free will in a way that we can control that inner vibration and we can change the frequency and we can attract another reality, well, everything is like synchronicity. We start to realize that everything is synchronized. There's no coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. Could be a reason related with destiny, or could be a reason related with my free will and how I expanded my free will in the attraction of everything or everyone or those situations that are connected in the same frequency. Because at the end of the day, everything is working for the same purpose, the purpose of unity in the universe and the purpose for you to reach the destiny of your soul, your purpose. Everything is an equilibrium over a disequilibrium. It's like every situation that happens to us is like going from a disequilibrium to an equilibrium. And when we reach a state where we feel that we equilibrate everything, we notice that later another disequilibrium appears and we need to work on that. It's because in a way we are reaching higher levels of our free will. The way that it works is that something happened by destiny. For example, the first destiny that we have is our body. And what we do with our body, if we decided to modify our body, if we decided to do something to our body, it's going to affect and generate a disequilibrium that later we need to equilibrate. It's like everything is working in a synchronicity, and destiny and free will are both working for your highest good and for the highest good of everybody. So what we all need to do is activate our free will, taking the responsibility of our inner world so we can handle our vibration. For example, kids under 7, they cannot handle their vibration. They cannot do it consciously. They adapt. They adapt to the house, they adapt to the school. If they are raised in a house that has a lot of bad energy, their vibration is going to work in a low vibration. But this is preparing them for the future. But in the opposite side, if the kids are raised in an environment of love, of tranquility, of calm, of confidence, of trust, they're going to live in that higher vibration that is going to help them in the future to come back to that vibration, because they can change the vibration but they cannot change it consciously. Not like adults. Adults, we can do it. It's only take the intention. The first intention is, well, disarm the ego, get out of all that story that the ego told us we are. And after we get out of that, we disarm the ego and we are aware that that was only a story in our minds, created by our belief systems, that is created by the tendencies of our personality, that is created also by the inherited patterns of our ancestors, and also about the environment when I've been raised. when we start to discern all that pillars of the ego, and when we start to be aware that we can change our vibration, not all the time, because, well, of course, we're going to be level by level by level. As you expand that free will, you expand your consciousness, and you expand your free will, and you expand your consciousness. And that doesn't happen that destiny is going to be there again, because, well, there's things that need to happen. It doesn't matter in the frequency that you are connected. You can be vibrating in a very high level, and it's something needs to happen that is not in that frequency, because you need to pass through that. Because remember, suffering and pain drive us to evolution. You need to pass for that situation, or you need to meet that person that comes to you by destiny. In order to evolve in your free will, you need to do it. So everything is chosen by our inner resonance. But that doesn't mean that we cannot change that vibration. We need to get into a point that we are completely aware of that vibration. I'm not saying that if you are in a lower vibration, you immediately go to the up vibration, because sometimes we need to be in that lower vibration to feel the pain, to embrace that pain, because we need to recognize that pain, embrace it, accept it, and let it go with love. And in that way, we're going to come back to vibrate in the vibration that we want to vibrate again. And answer, if you are listening to this podcast, is because you already started to activate your free will. And that's the whole point in this light for every human being, to start to activate our free will so we can connect with the destiny of our soul and do the purpose that we need to do in synchronicity with the universe of the cosmos. Well, I hope this information helped you a little. If you want to ask me anything about free will, destiny, because I didn't explain good or whatever, don't forget to put your comments and your questions, and I will answer you as soon as possible. Well, have a wonderful day, and thank you for listening to me. Ciao.